like not the cheapest, but not the most expensive.
Yeah.
It's like the $15 bottle's like the best bottle, something like that. Bro.
Is it now?
Solid, though.
This doesn't feel
You know
natural.
about your fucking wine, bro.
This doesn't feel natural. No, I drink wine. I'm just like, I'm in my like healthy boy era. So right now, liquor
Wine's
just
healthy.
goes right through me. So, like, nah, it's like really fucking bad now. Like,
You're a lightweight type shit.
nah, worse. Like, I mean, you drank with me, so like, you seen like, all right, like, maybe like 2 drinks, his eyes gonna start drooping down a little bit, looking like Popeye. But now, like, I went out with my coworkers 2 weeks ago. We just got like a round of beers and some shots. I was like, damn, I'm a little tipsy. I'm gonna drink some water. And then 2 weeks prior to that, I got one drink of margarita, one margarita, and then 2 tequila shots. And I was just like, yo.
It's cooked.
Nigga, I threw up OD.
You threw up?
When I got home. Yes.
Damn, bro.
Like, it was
Wow.
bad. Like, I'm sitting there, I'm like, oh, nah, I must got food poisoning or something. Like, I'm trying to convince myself of anything, my nigga. And then I didn't eat the next day. I didn't do no work the next day. And I'm like, trying to plan like a fucking campaign and shit. I'm like, all right, I'm just here. It was bad vibes. It's just, yeah, drink is not for me now. Listen, man, like,
Hey, man.
when you're trying to be a superhuman, it's just, it is what it is. You feel me?
Is that what it is?
Sure,
We went to
yeah.
the beach the other day. He was like, let me bring a whole fucking... You were trying to bring a bottle of vodka.
Cheetos?
Cheetos. Crazy.
I don't, because it's in my house still from the barbecue that you didn't show up to.
Oh wow! Me showing up was crazy.
Maybe if
me
you came,
not showing up was like there was a lot of shit going on. There's a lot of shit going on.
Yeah. We got a lot of tequila going on. But yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode. We have now old guest, now turned friend of the show, LocoNinja. I'm also realizing I don't know your government name, which is crazy.
I just asked.
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah, I mean...
It's giving white girl.
Stephanie?
That's actually my cousin's name. It's Richard, but
Richard.
Short.
Oh, my boss is
It's Richie.
Richie? I like
Yeah.
Richie.
Richie, yeah.
Richard is like very well. Then again, my
Dick.
one of my coworkers' name is Richard, so
It
I'm
was
looking
meant
at
to
you like
be.
professional.
See?
It was meant to be like I don't know who. You know what? My mom named me after my dad, so yeah, we're dicks,
Okay,
and I love dicks. So it just worked out.
nice. How's everything going though since the last time we seen you?
Everything's going great. I mean, we're elevating, as we all are,
We're working on
and
it.
just on the grind. You know how we do.
You know, I feel that. I saw you at a premiere. You posted it the other day. Well, you actually asked me to come to a premiere. It's just we always record on a Tuesday, except for the Thursdays we recorded on.
And it's supposed to go up on a Tuesday, but you
That's
know,
crazy to me. Like, why not a Saturday?
that's the thing though. So like, I think for that one, I invited you because all my friends fell through.
Oh damn!
And I was like, you know, but at the same time, I was like, we're still growing a relationship. I'm trying to grow a relationship with this one.
Yeah, but making me like a backup nigga is crazy.
But that was the perfect time to bring you in because I was like, we never really hang out.
Yeah, and
I
you
didn't
thought-
show up to your thing too, so I feel, you know.
Okay, but I had like me not showing up is because I had prior engagements that didn't fall through because we ended up recording on a Thursday. But you not showing up was just like you said, fuck this nigga.
No, I didn't.
And then that's how I took it.
No, I didn't.
Because I didn't get no notification. We had mad hamburgers.
I did. I think I wrote you, and
No,
I
you
was
did
like,
not.
"Yo, I'm not gonna be able to make it." I could
I
have
don't recall
sworn
such
I.
actions.
All right, I'm gonna have to find that. because
Wrong
I-
nigga.
Wow, wow. We're gonna make it for it. We're gonna make it for it on a yacht or something, or I'm trying to plan a
no.
Hamptons trip. So,
I've never been to the Hamptons, like
well,
ever.
it's fire. I mean, it's fire only because it's bougie as fuck, and
Okay.
I feel like everybody should experience the Hamptons at least once in their life.
Like, what is it about the Hamptons that's so
It's
good?
just nothing like we are and nothing like where we come from. It's just bougie as hell. We don't look like we belong there, but it's just
wow.
everything about it is just beautiful. It's just like I can't describe it. It's just like compared to where we live, it's nothing like it.
Trust me, he knows. I took him to Jones Beach this weekend.
I've been to Jones Beach before.
Nah, Jones Beach is bougie, bro. I took you.
I've been there before.
Have you been to the Hamptons though?
Yeah, I've been there.
I've also been to Lido Beach, you fuck.
I fuck with you. Jones Beach is like the worst, not the worst beach, but you know, it's the
This nigga.
Yeah.
Anywho.
trashiest beach you go to probably.
You gotta
damn.
get the best Hamptons experience is getting like your pool in the back
Uh-huh.
in a really nice area where usually the beach is like up the block.
The B&B villa.
And yeah, it's a vibe, but I'm trying to set something up with a brand, so I ain't trying to pay shit.
My bad. We don't have that luxury. We just
We're gonna try to get y'all there. I mean, I'll be
Pay out of
trying,
pocket.
so
I'm trying to work on
So
it.
it's an event, you know.
My bad, man. Stop doing them on Tuesdays. I get tired easily. I like to be in bed by like 9:45.
You give that.
Yeah. Watch some Dragon Ball Super. Just knock out with some cookies in my hand. That's the American dream, high key. Like, we don't talk about that. Like, everybody thinks the American dream is like, oh, make a lot of money. But it's really just go to bed by like 9:30 with some bullshit in your hand. Like,
Sounds awful. I don't think that's what it is.
I made some jerk chicken shawarma yesterday.
What the fuck is jerk chicken shawarma?
You know what shawarma is?
Yeah, you just put jerk sauce on it?
Essentially.
All right.
Yeah, there's no other way to go around it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was it good?
Yeah, it was bussy. So,
What?
It was bussy.
Bussy?
Yeah,
It's
bussy.
awfully close to bussy.
Yeah.
Bussy.
Yeah, it was bussy?
It was bussy.
Is that the new word?
It's whatever
Is that
you
what we
like.
saying now?
It's whatever you like.
Wow.
Oh, so we got we got our first brand, LocoNinja Beauty.
Sponsorship over here.
Yeah, it's fire. Some lip scrub.
Word.
We was gonna do it live on the pod, but if I get an allergic reaction, I'm gonna be fucking tight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I
natural
got a temper,
ingredients,
so-
though. So if you're allergic, that's on you.
I don't know what I'm allergic to, but I just keep getting allergic reactions.
Really?
Yeah, I just been writing a list down.
To what? What's
What?
some of the things?
You put to pull out a list?
Yeah,
You
because
give like seafood allergic reaction. No?
I did a whole allergy test, and it's like it came
Wow.
up with nothing. Allergic reactions on January 23rd. Stuffed bell peppers, rice, cheese, Colby Jack, ground turkey seasoning, cayenne pepper, Cajun garlic, oregano, adobo. That was everything that
You're
was made.
allergic to seasoning?
No, that was everything that was just made in it. I don't know what it was
Oh, so you're
specifically.
trying to like just get down to
Yeah,
the
so then when I go to my
nitty-gritty.
doctor, I'll let her know and be like, yo, this was everything in...
What was the reaction?
Oh, my lips just swelled up.
Oh,
Yeah. So it just looked like the Hulk punched me in the mouth. So,
wow.
yeah, it's like really annoying because it doesn't do my whole mouth. It'd just be like right here. So it's just like...
Wow.
Damn.
Yeah. So, or if I get really, really stressed out, it'll just like. So it's crazy. I mean, I could do it, but if I get an allergic reaction, I'm leaving.
Ever consider you just soft?
I mean, I'm in my soft boy era, so
Yeah.
Work.
it is what it is. Anywho, you had a conversation off mic, and I kind of want to start some creator wars. Also, because he's coming in 2 weeks, so I'm gonna mention this to him as well. But I heard you're on the market. I heard you're single, ready to mingle, ready to play with your Pringle.
Hey, yo.
That's wild.
Tell us about that.
That is wild.
Yeah, that was wild.
Yeah, I mean, I am single and ready to mingle, I guess, but I feel like it's so fucked. Like this dating
mean?
dating in 2023. Are you single?
No,
You're
is he
single,
single?
obviously,
Yeah.
because you definitely you just give
Look
like
at you like, yeah, you definitely
you
single.
give bachelor like what is that? Bachelor,
Nah, he gives like
forever?
old single men that never got
Yeah.
married after 40 years.
Yeah.
Like,
But that's
a-
crazy
that
because
is-
like I'm a lover boy, you know?
Yo.
Yeah?
Yeah, I mean, I want a relationship. I just feel like some of the people I've met, while they're cool, they're not good enough.
Okay.
That's fair.
Yeah, it's all like I go on a lot of dates. You know, it's getting expensive. When I first moved out, yeah, I was on my bachelor shit because I was like, holy shit, like yo, I live on my own.
Right.
Gotta fuck, right? Like,
Yeah.
you gotta fuck.
Yeah.
And then after a while, I was like, all right, like this is fucking exhausting. Like talking to mad people is genuinely exhausting as a motherfucker.
It really is.
Getting to know, I like my job. I have zero desire to explain my job to people.
Okay.
It's just an annoyance. Like, imagine you got off work and you're talking to somebody, maybe you just met them on Hinge or whatever. Like, yeah, so what do you do for work? Nigga, what?
But
Just work today.
But that's
like,
you because you give the personality of I'm still getting to know you, but I feel like you give the personality and vibe of like annoyance in general. Like you're
Yeah,
not
I
with
do
the
get
small
it.
talk, you're not
No.
with the like any of that.
No, and I don't do that on first dates. I don't do small talk like on first
What you
dates. I'm
talk
just
about?
like,
That's what you.
I mean,
do.
I'm good at making a joke. I mean, I know how to
Make
talk.
jokes? You don't have...
No, I'm saying like I know how to make a conversation. Like we have conversations every week for an hour. You kind of learn how to
Yeah.
do this regularly, so
when
it's
you're-
not hard.
But when you're dating, that's what it is. It's small talk the whole time. It's like different topics, different things.
Okay, what do you consider small talk?
The first thing, what do you do for work? And then that's a small conversation.
Like
and
I'll
you
bring that
hop
up
to the next
eventually,
thing.
but like I don't know. Like I don't know. When I talk to people on Hinge, a lot of people have good prompts
Okay.
that show their personality. And you just start building off that personality. So that I don't feel like that's small talk to me. It's like there's something what would be the foundation's already been built. So all I'm doing is building like the entire house from there. But I don't have that much small talk anymore. It's just I don't know. The vibes be better too.
Are you the type that
That's how you make them fall in love. Because they be like, holy
Yo.
shit, like, damn, like I just had like such this amazing experience. It's just different. I'm just a dying breed. If I'm being transparent.
He definitely is though.
You be surprised, like a lot of women just be like upset when I don't want to commit.
He's a dying breed in general though, not even dating. Because I'm telling you, even through conversation, I'm good with tone. I'm good with like getting to know somebody. I never had this conversation with him though, but I can read him. I can read him. I could read his energy, his tone through messages.
Okay.
So he's definitely different.
Wait, what is my tone through message?
Your tone is definitely sarcastic and funny, but your tone is very also just like, why are we here? I'm not having a small talk conversation. I'm not gonna respond to everything that you write.
I want to go to bed.
Yeah, after a while, I'll just be like, all right, like.
Yeah, it's like
enough is enough. Like I appreciate it, but I'll be like, all right, like.
But wait, rewind back to the dating thing, right? Real quick. So, are you the type that so you don't like the small talk, you don't like whatever. Are you the type that you would see someone and you would just be like, okay, I like you. We're dating. We're something like
a random person.
No, like if you went on a date or
really
you met with someone,
do
you know right away? Like, do you know right away? Like,
yes,
okay, we're dating.
Oh man, yeah. There's this one girl, man, twice too. Like the first time I met her, I was like, I'm gonna fucking marry you. I didn't say that to her,
of course.
But in the bottom, I was like, I'm gonna fucking marry this woman. Like locked in, and then it just didn't work out. She was going through some stuff, so
okay.
And then we like reconnected. What are we in right now? August, so like probably like 4 months ago. Okay. So we reconnected, and like I was like, nah, like I'm gonna go all out. Like one of my good friends, she was telling me, she's like, nah, bro, like you've been talking about this girl for a couple years. Like you felt like she was the one that got away. I was like, yeah, like I'm gonna go all out. I'm gonna do whatever I can. And I told her my intent was like, I was like, yo, bro, like I already liked you before. Like my full intent is for you to be my girlfriend. I'm not.
Told that right away on the first.
No, I've known her for a while. Like I already knew her. We just like kind of lost connection. Like we went on like 7 dates before we stopped speaking, and then we reconnected. So I was like, bro, you already know my intent here. Like, I'm not figuring this out with you. I mean, I'm gonna figure it out with you, but like, I have full intent to try to make you my girlfriend. Like I've already gotten to know you. You know. So
what happened?
I just didn't work. I think communication really played like a big issue in that.
On your end or her end? Or both?
Both. I'm being generous with that both. But yeah, communication played into it. I think I had like some insecurities. I don't like when... I haven't experienced this in a very long time, so I don't like when people... You ever had that happen to you when someone's like, oh, like you're not typically the person I would normally date?
Yeah.
Yes.
I haven't had that happen in a very long time. And while I thought I've gotten over a lot of trauma from my ex, that's something I've never crossed a bridge. So that shit just kind of like fucked with me, and I tried to overcompensate and look for more like affection and gratification. I think that's the right word. I got to get a dictionary. But yeah, I tried to search for that more, and it was overwhelming her. But I didn't realize I was doing that shit. It was just like a immediate response. But she never told me until she was like, yo, I'm done. And I'm like, damn, nigga, like, you could have said something. Like,
yeah.
I'm pretty understanding. I'm moody as fuck, but I'm understanding, my nigga. Like,
that's what it is. You definitely give that. But I want to rewind back again. I know we have like a little whatever.
No, this is good, though. Sit like this is good. You
said, and I said, wow, because I don't think I've ever heard a straight man say, I have insecurities.
I'm gay.
This boy. You wish.
I've said it mad times. Like,
I've never. I mean, no. I don't. Have you said it last time? Because
Little Dirk is the voice of the streets, and I'm the mouth of the gays. Like, stop fucking playing with me, man. Like,
yo, I never.
Got here. Like,
yo, that's so crazy, bro.
Yo,
I have family that listens to this. I'm not gay, guys. Like, my family listens. I'm not gay.
Mouth.
Yo, I never. But the thing is, I've never hear guys say that.
That they're gay?
No.
Insecurities.
That too, though, because all the guys I've done fuck say the same thing. But you have insecurities. Like, what the fuck?
I mean,
I know that everyone in general does, but I never hear men say that. Like, I have insecurities. What are your insecurities?
I just said that. The need for validation. Well, in that sense, I normally don't care what people think, but I really liked her. Liked her. Do
you think you put it on a pedestal a little bit, and that kind of fucks you? No.
Maybe. Who knows?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's different when like you're really into someone. Then it's like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cause I said, that's why I'm very picky with a relationship. I'm like, I could have been in like at least 6 or 7 relationships at this point, but I'm like, nah, because I'm gonna go all out. Like I'm almost 30, my nigga.
Because it's happened a lot before with me, where I've liked someone a lot at first, and then after like 3, 4, 5 dates, you really get to know them. We're like, nah, I just had like I think I was putting them on a pedestal. And you're like, I actually did not like this person as much as I thought. Like it was just like that initial like, oh shit, you kind of get like starry eyed. You're like,
Puppy love.
yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
That's a puppy love.
Kind of.
Yeah.
A variation of it.
It's more so like you have an idealized version of them in your head, and then once you get to know them more, you're like, oh wait, I'm bugging.
Yeah.
Like,
that happens a lot. That sucks. I remember I was talking to this one girl, and I was like, she's cool. She had a kid. And like, I really liked her. I thought she was fire. And then she like hit me with a dagger, like on the subway by the queue. She's like, I gotta tell you something. I'm like, what? And she's like, so like, you know how I have a kid, right? I'm like, yeah, like, I'm thinking she's about to say something crazy. Well, it was crazy, but I'm thinking like something involving like the kid, like maybe he's sick or some shit. And she's like, yeah, so I'm like, you know, me and the father of my child, we still live together. I'm like,
what?
I was like, what? And she's like, are you okay with that? And in the moment, I didn't know how to react. I was like, not expecting it. I just caught me off guard. So I was like, yeah. And I was like, I'll just think about this later. Like, I'll think about this on my way home. It's gonna take me an hour to get home anyway.
That's reasonable.
Yeah, but in the moment I said yeah, no.
Probably shouldn't have said yeah, but
30
Yeah, I would have hit him with that's crazy.
let me think about it. Like,
Yeah,
I should have said that, but
I would have hit them with like that's crazy.
it just caught me off guard, yo. I didn't know how to respond. So I was
fine.
like,
You'd be like, yo, I thought about it. Dumb.
yeah, 35 seconds later on the train, I was like, yeah, nah, it's a dub. And I was like, you know, maybe it just everything happened so fast. I shit you not, because we were talking about it. I was like, yeah, I really don't know how I feel about that. Like, that's just like crazy to me. And then like 5 minutes later, she was just like, yeah, me and him got in an argument. I'm packing my shit. I'm leaving. It's like, what the fuck? Like,
where you going, girl?
And then I'm like, I hope I didn't cause that. Like, because it happened right after I had voiced that. And then she's like, nah, it's not you. It's just a long time coming. I was like, where are you going to go? She was like, I have parents. I was like, oh, yeah. Like, that's an option. I forgot. But I ended up.
Were you about to be like, moving here? Is that what you're about to say?
Nah, that's sinister. Like,
That's crazy.
That's crazy. But nah, especially with a kid, like.
Stepfather?
Nah, bro, that's crazy. Nah, but yeah, nah, it just didn't work out. Of course, I was like, that's a lot, man.
Okay.
But yeah. Oh, we got here. How are we talking about me? We supposed to be talking about you. What are your problems?
See?
What do you mean, my
Pivot.
problems?
With your ex nigga.
You know, I not the.
You don't gotta talk about him if you don't need to, but
Well, honestly, like I feel in general, I feel like. I mean, everybody has. How do I don't know. Like people could be difficult. I feel like I'm very like open and honest, and I just feel like these days in 2023 people aren't. Like I feel like I don't know. And also it's okay, I think my issue is I'm into a certain type of man, and
What type of man is that?
a closeted man.
Yo.
I knew someone was
that
gonna
what
say
you
it.
say?
Everyone everyone says
into
that.
fake
Everyone that
straight
knows
dudes
me,
nowadays?
everyone that knows me says that. They're like,
know.
you're into down low men. I'm not into down low. Let's clarify this. I'm not into down low men. I am into masculine men that happen to be down low or whatever, but I'm not looking for that.
Yeah.
I'm looking for a man that is masculine.
I have the perfect transition when you're done. I got you.
I am looking for a guy that happens to be masculine, that also wants to be with me proudly, and that fucks with me like, you know,
Okay.
publicly. But it's hard to find that. I think the last situation, my experience was that I definitely jumped into it because once I'm connecting with someone, I'm like, oh, you it. Like, I want you, period. Like, I'm not about to go through the 10,000 dates to see what it... Nah, we connecting, we vibing, you in my crib, we chilling. Even if we might not be fucking or whatever, like, I know that something is there, right?
When do you feel like is the right time to commit to somebody when you're talking to them? Like, what's the length of time?
I think the last time I was here, we spoke about that. It was a lot of shit that we talked about, like in terms of, you know, dating and all that shit and sex and all that, right?
Yeah.
You said when what? Like when to commit?
Yeah, so like if you're talking to somebody, when has it been like, all right, this has been too long, we need to
See, there's a lot
seal it, like define DTR, define the relationship.
There's a lot of things that go into that though, because I feel like some people are like, oh, well, you know, because the last situation that I was in, we never had sex. And I feel like a lot of people are like, that ties into it.
Yeah, because if that shit is trash, bro.
See, that's the...
What are you going to do?
Can I just say this? So the last person that I was dating would say certain things to me that kind of triggered me. And that made me feel like, okay, this is not it, but I still was pursuing it. Like...
What do you mean?
But what you just said validates what, I guess, how guys think or whatever. I have, like, more of a woman mindset, I'm not going to lie. It was said to me that let's see how it is, and then we can go based off of that, because I might be trash, you might not like it. You might, so like let's wait till we let's not rush into dating or being together like boyfriends.
Yes.
Let's fuck around and see what, because we might not like how it goes.
Okay.
And you just validated that because you're like.
I mean, well, that is a big component of a relationship.
It is.
Sexual chemistry is very important.
No, for sure.
Yeah,
and
like if you don't have a Hitachi wand, what are you gonna do?
But this is the thing. This is the thing, though. I will say this. I will toot my motherfucking own horn and say that sex will be amazing. And
I feel like everybody says that.
A lot of people say that. But that's the thing. I knew you were gonna say that. A lot of people say that. But I be on some. I be on my shit.
Everybody says that too.
Not everybody's me though. But I will say this.
Can we call people?
I felt like we can.
Oh, don't call people.
We definitely can. I got a lifeline right here. But my thing is like, I know that I'm great when it comes to that because I put in my all in everything that I do. So when it comes to sex, I put in my all.
Loco's about to pull up the Yelp reviews. Right? She's like, oh, I got y'all. Y'all can just pull up. I don't even need to brag.
My thing is, though, like, it made me feel a little insecure because it's like, I know I was going to do a great job, but I don't know if it's insecure is the word, but I just felt like, damn, like, you waiting for me to give you this, and this for you to see if you want to date me. Like, I get it. Sex is important, but I still feel like I'm so amazing. I'm amazing. So you don't need that to see if you want to be with me, you know?
I get it.
It turned me off.
Somewhat.
It turned me off. It felt like I wasn't really, I don't know. I don't know.
Good enough?
Maybe. I just felt like, I was like, what? Like, because the way that it was said, it was like, yo, like, before we go any further, like, let's see where this goes. And
this as in sex.
Yeah, like let's see where this goes. It was almost pre-planned too. It was like, I'm gonna come chill this day and whatever.
That'll ruin it, right? The pre-planning. Because if it happens organically, then who cares?
Bro, it ruined it because it never happened. It didn't happen, and I felt like, again, I didn't
put a lot of pressure on the moment when you try to like schedule
it does.
like that. It makes it not organic. It's kind of awkward. Nah, it's not.
You know what? It's so much that goes into it. Honestly, like I'm the one that I would be straight up like, you in my crib and we chilling and I know that there's something between me and you, I'm gonna just pull your drawers down and I'm gonna just go to town.
See, yo, that's crazy because like,
but it happened
like
plenty of times. I'm
trying to figure out the right way to say this. Gay people are just like there. Like, I think I told you the story. I went to, this is like a year before the pandemic happened. My friend, a good friend of mine, she was like, yo, let's go to a bar or whatever. I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna follow you. She took me to a gay bar. And I'm just sitting there chilling. I'm like, okay, like whatever. Like, I'm just kicking it. I'm just like watching. I'm not about to dance with nobody because I'm just not doing that. And then I'm watching them dance and shit. I'm like, oh, wow, this is pretty cool. Like, the music is bumping. Like, most clubs now, you don't see everybody dancing. You feel me? I think I was the only person not dancing.
Okay.
So it was kind of cool to just watch that and see. But then I'm watching and I'm like, okay, everybody's getting sexually active right now. And I'll never forget this day. These two people are dancing. They're just, body rolling. He turns around, takes his hand, puts it in his pants, grabs his balls, takes his hand back out, sniffs it, and then looks at him and smiles, and they start kissing. I'm like, wow. I said, wow. Like, that's crazy. Because if I do that in the club.
I just feel like if a girl did that to you.
Yo, I've heard women be doing that, though. Like, women be like, yo, like, I'll grab a dude's balls. That's crazy. We need to have more respect for ourselves. You can't touch me like that. I'm a man. Sexual assault. I'm a high-value man.
But that's the thing. Like, yeah, girls do it, too, for sure. I know plenty of girls that are about it. But
that's crazy.
But the thing is, like, they know who to do it with. I don't think they would do it with you. You don't give me that energy of like.
I have little balls, so
wow.
Don't do it with me.
I've done it actually. Since we're on the topic, I've done some shit like that.
And I don't have that energy because you know what it is. I'm sorry. I've noticed I just constantly look like I'm upset when I'm outside, but I'm also just really fucking. I have like a lot of social anxiety, because of the pandemic. So I'm just like, all right, like I just be nervous talking to people until like I start talking to people. Then I'm like, oh, all right, whatever, fuck it. Like, it's just that. Well, like it was like when we went to SantaCon. I think it was last year. Yeah. I was like, damn, I don't really want to talk to somebody. And after you talk to one person, I was like, all right, fuck it, man. I'm just.
I got a video of you.
And after you have a couple
dirty one and
delete that.
I still got that video.
Delete that, man. They were annoying as fuck, bro. Oh my god.
You were in love.
You gotta put that video in. This video. You gotta overlay that shit.
Jokes
I need
on
to
him.
see that.
Him with a Santa hat on, just.
You can't. I do all the editing.
Damn.
So it's tragic.
Wow.
Learn how to edit.
Damn.
Nah, yeah. I forgot what I was talking about and what was my purpose of what I just said. So it doesn't really matter.
Can I get into?
Yeah.
So we had one. So earlier you said it's hard to find masculine gay men out here, right? We had a clip that was controversial a while back. Remember when we had
tops?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
There's an issue in the gay, not issue, is it? It's a problem in the gay community where there's an overwhelming amount of bottoms and not enough tops.
Yeah.
Everyone said I was wrong. I want to ask an actual gay person and see, is that true or false? Is it not silly tops and bottoms? That's obviously like derogatory. I mean more like
it's not derogatory.
Masculine versus feminine.
I will say that in the big, like I've been a gay man all my life, right? So I felt the same.
Have you?
So you weren't wrong.
I said 90% of gay dudes are mostly like bottom/feminine.
I would have agreed with that. I would definitely agree with that. But
I'm sorry. Yeah, finish.
I'm validated.
But shit has been changing. In 2023, I have discovered some shit, and honestly, I mean,
why is there only tops and bottoms?
Huh?
Why are there so many tops?
No, only tops and bottoms. Why is there no sides?
There are. Those are called verses.
It's power bottoms.
Power bottoms.
And no one said you were wrong, by the way, you jackass. They said you were gay.
This is the crazy thing, though. Like,
how would you know?
I saw the retweets.
Wait. I have a question before we go and move on with that answer, right? Mm-hmm. And we might even fucking forget it. If y'all were gay, what would you think you would be? A top or a bottom?
Straight.
Top? I don't know. I was gay. I'd be a top.
You give me.
Yeah, no.
I was gay. You give me top energy.
I would be straight.
You give me.
Straight?
You definitely give me top energy as well.
I feel like
You give me like curious to
Was
be
it
bottom.
bear? I'm a bear. Is that what they call him?
Yeah.
See, I'm in here.
But you give me like, but that's a whole different thing. Like that. This is the thing. So like I was saying, in 2023, I've discovered that even with myself, like I'll be honest, I mostly bottom. But messing with certain men that were down low, they like to get fucked.
Okay.
So I discovered that I was a verse over the past couple years, but I wasn't doing it as much. 2023, I was like the verse king, queen, everything in between. But it's crazy. Like everything has shifted. I've realized now that there's the most feminine men that are topping, and the most masculine men are bottoming. So it's so crazy, and you never know. So it's like now when the conversation comes up, it's like there's so many more.
That's what I was saying earlier. Not
than
derogatory
femmes.
was the wrong word, but yeah, I heard that it's a misnomer that feminine dudes tend to be bottoms. I don't know. That's true.
Yeah, I mean, people are so sensitive now, so they're like, oh my god, that's not how everything is. But yeah, it's different now. Like a lot of feminine guys are topping.
Yeah. There has been a new addition to like the gay community, specifically the top community. One of the Island Boys was like, he's gay now, and he's
That's
a top.
so crazy.
Oh my
And
I just wasn't expecting the video of them making out.
yeah,
It just threw me off.
that was wild.
That was
I'd
diabolical.
have that on my bingo card of the year. You know?
That was wild.
But all right, my opinion on that is
That was a
I don't
curveball.
think I do think they participate in incest, obviously because they just did it.
Yeah.
I think they're willing to go as far as they possibly can for clout. The
And
money
to
is
make
slowing up.
coins.
Yeah, the money's definitely slowing up.
So you think they're gay for clout?
Yes, I think they're gay for clout.
Well, it's just one of them.
But that's
Huh?
One of them, right?
No, both of them are gay.
No, it's one of them. I thought.
Nigga,
they're both
gay.
doing it. And also, honestly, it's not just for clout. That shit has been happening for a long time. You don't just kiss your fucking brother. That's disgusting.
Oh, that's a fact. You right.
You've been doing
Yeah,
that
that's
shit for a
kinda
while.
wild.
You don't
but
just
y'all
wing
kept
it.
that on some weird
Yeah,
sneaky thing.
I agree.
So you just decided to come out and be like, you know what? We're gonna make out and make some money off of it because they probably
And they started OnlyFans.
exactly.
Yeah.
So they probably were so into it that they said, "Let me look more into this. Let's see if anybody else is doing it." And it's a lot of people doing it. A lot of twins. A lot of people do it.
This world is crazy. So
Yeah.
I'm not shocked that like two brothers just was like, all right, cool, fuck it. You know what's interesting about that though? When two dudes, specifically two brothers, like kiss, we're all like, yo, nah, that's crazy. Yeah, gay. Like, how could you do that? Your family. But then when two women do it and they're sisters, we're like, oh, that's fucking hot. I'm not saying I am, but I'm saying like
still
the overall,
that's weird.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, yo, the fact that we don't look at it as the same thing and as a double standard, they're like, you remember movies from like early 2000s, like that was something that was like hot, like all those white people movies where they're football, like choice,
yeah.
like just two women that are related kissing, like, or someone's like, oh, I fucked the mom and the daughter at the same time, like that's fucking crazy.
That's crazy.
Like
that really is.
But those are real things that happen, like, and like. Yo, like, I mean, to you, it's not a big deal because, like, you're not the family, but that's fucking crazy. Like, your mom's and the daughter is, like, there was a fucking YouTuber that got banned last year because he was telling all these stories, and that was one of them. Like, YouTube would shut him down. Like, I wish I could find him, but it's really hard to find now. But it was fucking crazy. Like, he was just like, yeah. I don't know what else to say to that, but like, yeah.
I don't want to yuck
the double
nobody's.
standard is crazy.
I don't want to yuck nobody's yum, but like I don't know.
Yums.
It's weird. Like the whole incest thing is weird. Now I will say this. The whole step bro porn type stuff. Yeah. I know this is taking a fucking whole different turn.
Yeah, it's taking over.
It's taking a different turn. But what I'm saying is like, that's the step bro thing is fine, and if it's acting, if it's not like real, it still to me is weird. Like it still to me is weird.
Pretty weird.
But I will say this. Yeah, I won't even go into it. I will say that the step bro, if you're not related, then yes.
Yeah.
Maybe if that's what you're into, I won't yuck your yum. But if it's like bro and says like that's a little weird.
Do you think the Island Boy is a top? Does he give you top energy?
He does.
Why?
I saw the
What
video.
is top energy?
Top energy is just someone that is about what they say. So if they're saying they're a top, that means they fucking.
But you can just say it and not mean it.
Guts.
You can say it and not mean it.
The gay version of big dick energy. Well, you can be gay and have big dick energy.
Honestly, like you're not gonna say you're a top if you're not a top. Like this is the thing. Like,
but like nah.
I proudly say I'm a bottom. I'm a bottom.
I disagree. You could say you're a top and not mean it. That's like when niggas be like, yo, I kill people and they don't. It's like oh, I'm a shooter and I'm not.
No, because. Well, true. Well, I do think that he probably, obviously, like, is a verse. But I definitely think that he sits in his top energy.
I think he's just a bottom. His eyes said, I'm just saying this.
I feel like they got some, like, millionaire, billionaire dude that just, like, pays them to
be a top.
And I also think that they're running with
the twins.
They're running with it. They're giving, like, I want to give the fantasy. I want to put the fantasy in people's minds.
You think that's okay to do? You think that's okay to do, like, lie for your own, like, financial gain like that?
You're not hurting nobody.
Yeah, you're not hurting nobody. I mean, I said 1,000 times that I was a bottom, and I'm pretty sure there's somebody jerking onto my Instagram.
Yeah.
It happens often.
How far would y'all go to, like, for clout? Yeah.
Oh.
Lying-wise. Like, not actual actions. Like, lying. You feel me?
Oh, lying?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't think I would say I'm gay for clout because it just seems exhausting to, like, maintain. Yeah. Like, you feel me? You got to be gay, like, all day.
Yeah, that's tough.
And that's crazy because, like, what am I going to do when Ruby Rose does that bend over pose? I'm going to be fucked. Like, like, I'm screwed. I'm losing. 10 out of 10 losing that. Like,
say bye.
Or Ice Spice?
Code.
Nah.
Oh, my God.
What are your thoughts on bi people? The new bi men? Is it like everyone's bi nowadays?
They
like,
drop new bi niggas?
Like guys or girls?
They drop new bi niggas or something?
The girls been bi, but I feel like now it's just like every dude is... all the Brooklyn hipster dudes be like, oh, I'm bi now.
I champion.
Why are you looking at me when you say that?
I love that. I don't have...
You know what I mean?
Why are you looking at me?
I didn't realize.
Listen.
You're not a hipster, right? You're cool.
I will say this.
Kinda.
I barely hear that, but I champion that, and I'm like cheering that on because...
You don't feel like it's trendy?
I don't.
Okay.
Because for a guy to say it is different. Girls is trendy. It's always been trendy.
Yeah.
Like
Because there's some girls that do it just for male validation. They'll be like, oh, I like girls, but just for dudes.
Bro, I used to have sleepovers with just girls, and I used to be like, make out. Just because I was like being stupid and making people do shit.
You should bring those back.
That's fast.
Sure. You want to come to the sleepover?
Are the girls going to be there?
Of course, it's always girls. I don't just be there with guys.
You follow some fire with my bad. I'm getting distracted. I'm getting distracted.
Another podcast. But my thing is like with the trend, I don't think it's really a trend. I think that if we give, it's a trend, they get discouraged.
Changing. Oh yeah, that's true.
It's a trend to you and to probably straight people because
I don't
you're
think it's
not used
actually a trend. I was just like, it's interesting that's a new wave of like.
I think we're just
culture's changing. Yeah.
We're in a different time that people are getting more.
The spectrum is getting fluid.
Yeah, and also like people are not giving a fuck no more. They're not scared. So I love that for the guy. And where are y'all? Because I've been looking for a bisexual man. My ex was bisexual.
Staten Island.
Staten Island.
But don't you say you only mess with down low men anyway?
I didn't say I messed. That always just comes to me.
Yeah.
That always comes to me.
It's like finding Pokemon and you only get like a fucking Squirtle, but you want a Pikachu.
You said a Squirtle out of all people.
My bad.
Squirtle. I think.
I didn't even mean it like that too.
I was trying to
Crazy.
understand that analogy.
I'm shooting blanks.
Listen, the bisexual men, where are y'all? And this is a safe space too, by the way. So if there's any men that are out there thinking about shit that watch this podcast,
This is not a safe
slide in my
space.
DMs. Slide in my DMs, baby.
This is not a safe space. We judged each other multiple times here. Listen, still slide his DMs, but just know if you say something out of pocket, it is not a safe space. And he probably will come back here and talk about it. Like, yo, like you'll never guess what this nigga said right here.
Yeah.
Like,
I will say it off camera, maybe,
On camera. yeah. Oh, well, I mean, I forgot what we were talking about.
not him throwing me under the bus.
Hey, man, listen, that's what happens when you're a friend of the show.
Man,
My bad.
he just misgendered me, y'all. I'm
Yo. I was thinking
I'm
about
kidding.
that the other day.
I love doing that to guys. I love
I
fucking.
did that
with
at
them.
work. I was horrified. I was like, oh,
Somebody
shit.
did that too.
No, I did that at work.
Oh,
I'm not used to I've never really met someone with the they, them pronouns.
Yeah.
So, like, I keep having to remind myself. And I'm just like, I'm like, I'm so sorry. Like, I be thinking I'm about to get fired, yo. Like, horrified.
you can get fired for that shit.
I don't know, but I just feel like a dick, like, because I'm not used to
Yeah.
it. And I've only met them twice.
And we're in a different
So-
time, so
Yeah.
it's like the whole being open bisexual. Like, we're in a different time. Everything has changed. But just for future reference, they, them, he, and she.
It's a lot.
Yeah, fuck it. If you want to be like, hey, girl, or you want to be like,
That's why I try
man.
to say people's names. Hey, Rich. Hey, Richie.
ew.
My bad. That's how I said it. Just
Rich
monotone.
sounds like such a. It sounds so manly, and I don't like it.
Yeah, I had this thought process the other day. Well, I don't want to say thought process. I had like a little epiphany, right? So like, you know how like a lot of women keep calling men sassy. For like a while, I was sitting there. I'm like, yo, that's kind of fucked up because like you're just calling men gay just for like opening up and like expressing themselves. But I'm realizing now,
Putting
like,
your hand out the window.
nah,
So
just
sassy.
like no, I'm like actually expressing yourself, not just doing like basic level things. But I'm starting to realize now that when women call men sassy, they're absolutely right, and it's not that they're calling you gay. You just act like a bitch ass nigga, and they're fucking tired of it. Like the constant like complaining and whining and everything being an issue. That's what they're talking about with you being sassy. It's not they think you're gay. They just think you're a little punk.
They think you're a bitch.
And it's annoying as fuck. Like, I'm watching men just constantly complain about things that women say on Twitter. Like, I get it. The first of the month thing is funny when, like, women start complaining about what men can't do. But the whole dissertation is crazy, bro. Like, you getting, like, enthralled over this is nuts to me. Let it go. Like, oh, see, what was it? It was Summer Walker. I always get them mixed up. Summer Walker threw another woman under the bus, and then this man was like, see how quickly women start talking like Kevin Samuels when things go wrong. It's like, this is why they're the bottom of the barrel. I'm like, God damn, like, what did she do to you? Like,
Damn.
Relax, my guy. Like, it's not that deep. So yeah, you sassy niggas aren't sassy because you're gay. You're sassy because you're a bitch, and you need to fix that.
I agree. I
This is
definitely
crazy.
agree on that.
Hey,
Honestly,
you ever been called sassy?
yeah, but that's
I
because
feel like I should
am
ask Aaron that
sassy.
more. Okay, yeah, that's
I'm
fair.
way different.
You ever
I'm
been
not
called
like-
sassy?
You
You're
don't get
sassy.
that though.
No,
You're sassy.
Yeah.
He's sassy.
I'm sassy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
you give a little more sassy.
You
Oh, I'm
get
sassy.
You very sassy.
You get sassy.
Yeah, because I be bitching and moaning.
Yeah,
Wow.
But to myself.
that's true.
I do it to like myself in the confines of my house, like, like a man should. I fucking complain and I'll be sad in fucking private. Like anybody, well, you know me for a couple years. I think I've only cried like 3 times in my entire life. I said that, yeah. I've only cried 3 times. The only time someone else has seen me cry is my mother and Matt.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, like a real man. Like you do your sassy shit at home.
Like a real man.
Fuck out of here.
Boy, bye.
Bring back
Listen.
misogyny, man. Like, I ain't gonna lie, like, I be saying this a lot with Kenny. I'm like, yo, sometimes misogyny is a little needed, like, or toxic masculinity is a little needed. Because sometimes some shit just be like out of pocket. Like, bro, what do you want? Like, shut up.
So wait, when do you think that it's?
When we start talking about men paying bills immediately. Like, there was a tweet where this girl was like, yo, I'm dating this guy, and he just spent the night. She's like, yeah, he didn't offer to pay a bill or nothing. I'm like,
yeah, that's fucking.
That's where
whack.
misogyny is needed. Like, get back in the kitchen. Like,
yeah. Oh, yo.
You took it.
You.
Because that's fucking crazy
back
to
in the
me.
kitchen.
Not as.
That's crazy.
First of
Like,
all-
if you're gonna tell me after 3 days, yo, you need to pay a bill,
No,
I
that's
should be able to
crazy.
throw that out there. Like, yo, get back in the kitchen then. Like,
Yeah.
like quid pro quo here. Like, I feel like we
yeah.
I
progression
feel like
to
that's
the
a fair
meats.
response.
Yeah,
That
that's a
is.
fair response.
After
yeah.
3 days of dating,
Yeah.
make me a
man.
sandwich.
Yeah.
I told you I dealt with it recently. It was kind of crazy.
You should have told her to get in the kitchen.
should have.
What?
Yeah.
Instead, he just dubbed her and didn't respond.
Yeah.
Like a
I took
sassy nigga.
So I took this girl on a date. I went out on a date with this girl once, and then for a second date, whatever, I was like, I was in the. She lives near in like the west side of Manhattan, whatever. So I was like, oh, I need to go to Hudson Yards Mall. Do you want to come with me? She took that as a I'm about to take her shopping type shit. I'm like, no, I'm in the area. Like I'm just at the mall. You want to come with me? She thought like I was gonna start buying her stuff from Hudson Yards Mall. It's like one of the most expensive malls in New York.
Yeah.
You go there, it's like, yeah, Tiffany and Co. and everything. She's like, can you get me this? I'm in there. I'm like,
No, she did not.
I looked at her like, no. you thought this was?
No, she did
I
not.
was like, yo, this is crazy. Yeah.
She said that?
Yeah, she just got that impression. I'm like, all right, I guess I'd never gonna invite someone to a mall
Yeah.
date ever again.
Has that ever happened to
This
you,
is
or like,
crazy,
have you ever
yeah.
done that?
I don't know.
No, the
never
People
tried.
got some gall nowadays. It's
The
crazy.
nerve.
You never tricked on a nigga?
Never, because I will say all the guys, they tricked on me because honestly, like I got more money than all these motherfuckers.
You know, yeah, that's absolutely right. Yeah.
Honestly,
That's
like,
fair,
and that's
yeah.
not even like I'm not trying to come off a certain way, but like I've
But it's a fact.
realized every guy that I've messed with, now that you said it, they be asking me for money, and they be trying.
How much you be giving?
I don't.
Sorry,
I only gave 2 guys money,
And how much?
and it wasn't a lot. It wasn't a lot, and it was for good reason.
How much?
All right, so one time I give a guy.
Because he keep
Oh, wait,
avoiding that
wait,
shit.
wait.
Like, what's the
Okay,
number?
So this is the crazy part. This is gonna sound so nuts.
I'm gonna ask again.
Both guys asked me for the same amount of money. One asked for a little bit more for the same reason, and it was to pay off their car, something with a car.
Ooh,
And
it
one
was a couple hundred.
One was 200 and one was 300.
Okay.
And I was like, wow. And it's so crazy because I was like, wait a minute. Is this like a, what is this?
Like,
Did they
you feel
call
like a
each
play,
other?
right?
I
Like,
felt
They
like,
call coordinate? Like,
Yeah.
yo, it was like, wait a minute. It
yo,
was
yo,
like
he'll pay your bills if you.
yo, it was like the same situation, so it kind of freaked me out, but I still did it for both.
Yeah.
And the only reason
Didn't
why
learn your
was
lesson
because,
after the first time.
but that's the thing, because I'm a passenger princess, so I'd be up in that motherfucking car, like,
okay.
so that's the only reason why I gave them both. Any other guy that's ever asked me for money, I've never gave them shit.
yeah. Can I
I
have
just
200?
cut it off.
Can I have 200?
Boy.
It's for my car note.
Yeah, no, I never been in
That
that
doesn't
car,
work.
so that's a dub.
That doesn't work.
It don't work.
It's for my uncle's school drive.
Yeah.
Dr. Umar is trying to
They
build a
could, they
house.
could walk.
Dr. Umar is trying to build a house. You're not going to support the kids trying to build a house for Dr.
I'll
Umar?
give a donation.
That's
Hello,
crazy.
donation.
Donation.
Nah.
Donation.
Yeah.
Damn, my train of thought is all over the place right now. But
Get you a fixer, man. They'll pay your bills. See us.
Yo, is that what they see me as? Because honestly, I
See?
feel like at this point they see me as a fixer.
that's kind of crazy, though.
But
like,
you know what though? I think I led it to that point because when I was dating the last dude that I was messing with, I'm a gifter. So I was giving candles, I was giving flowers, I was giving certain things,
So,
and then
so they felt like that door was open, and they could,
and
they could
that
be like,
and,
"Oh, I bet they would if I." Yeah.
and then all of a sudden it was like, oh, can I have 200 because I have to get my car fixed?
yeah,
Situation, and I was like, yeah, okay, sure. Only because I was constantly in the car.
that's kind of okay.
And
Well, that's
every
still
time-
weird asking though, but
It
depends
is.
on your relationship dynamic.
It is,
all that.
and you know what's so crazy? Both boys said, and this is how I knew this is like a script that dudes be doing. Maybe just down low, guys. I don't know, but like they both said the same shit. They were like the car thing, and then they both said, "I'm so embarrassed to ask." Like I was like, bro,
The
please.
game. Ooh.
They was like, I'm so embarrassed to ask. Like, please don't. I'm like, it's fine.
You probably looking like.
I love a good lie.
Yo, and then I gave the money, and it was just like the second time with the second dude, I was like, damn, like what is this? What's going on? Like I said, I'm not dumb. The only reason why I did it was because I was like, you know what?
I fuck with you.
I be in not even that.
Oh.
I be in that car. So you take me a lot of places. Every event that I needed to go to, you took me. So
Okay.
I fuck it. I'll look out in that way, and there you go. But
That's fair. I want to get your. I am childish. I'm sorry.
what you about to put?
I want to get your. I want you to listen to something, and then I want to get your like honest. I got a question following this. All right, bear with me. Let me just go into the X app.
The X app?
Twitter.
Oh yes.
X style.
All right. I'm going to play this video, and I want you guys to just listen carefully real quick. Oh, sorry, hold on. My thing is not connected. Give me 1 second. Let me just connect my phone to the speaker. It's called the Wonder Boom. All right. All right. Saw this video on Twitter. I thought it was pretty funny. It's, I'm just going to let you guys listen.
US, where he was a local at a sauna in Detroit.
It was in a black area, so most of the men were African Americans, you see. And they used to say, "Pass over the white boy." Oh, Lordy me, and they used to actually physically, but I was 19 then, and they physically used to pass me over to the middle of them all. And some of these black men were fat, and they got fabulous tongues. I loved it. I loved it. I used to come and come and come. And I reckon about 4 or 5 times in a couple of hours was not unusual. Now, of course, I am 70 next year. And one of my great sadnesses is I can't do anything like that now, I go to the baths and I have to be satisfied with 2. Because if I try for number 3, I'll kill myself. My heart's beating. I know that if I die, it'll probably be there with all those people there.
Wow.
So that is a
Why?
man that goes to the sauna to get thrown around and passed over from one man to the next.
Songs are wild.
Yeah, so I kind of want to know, is that normal?
It is.
And
I
what you be
actually
doing?
have. I don't go into the saunas.
Oh, boo.
But I have a friend that does.
Really?
And talks about it all the time. And he definitely goes in there and he meets with white dudes because that's his thing. But it happens still to this day. I don't know how old that video is.
It looks pretty
and
old.
it's wild. It's
Yeah.
wild. Like, people be doing some wild shit in there.
You never wanted to do something crazy like that before?
I have done some wild shit you wouldn't even
subway?
believe, but I've never done sauna.
The subway?
I used to go to a sauna. I used to go to a sauna in
Never.
Manhattan, and they used to have a sign on the door: "No sexual acts will be tolerated."
Oh,
I never
yeah.
saw anything happen there, but they had a
That's
sign on
why.
the door.
That's why,
They
because
had
they
to have a sign on
yeah.
the door.
Can't see it if you're doing it.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and you know what? The signage is only going to make it worse because it's going to cover from you seeing what's going on.
Yeah.
Honestly, like, it happens more than you think. I've never done it. I've also never done the training thing, but
Yeah.
I've been on the train where a guy sat across from me and took out his dick.
That doesn't happen anymore.
It does.
I didn't mean to say it like that,
So
but
you
like,
said it like you missed the old days. Like, what happened to those days, man?
nah, I really did though. That's crazy. Like, I didn't mean to say it like that. It's just an observation. Like, yo, you don't hear about those as much. Where it's
Yeah.
like, yo, dude on the
Times have
train
changed, man.
pulls out his flopper. It's just like a Tuesday on the train.
Nah,
you know.
that happened to me recently, kind of, and he was flapping it all over the place. And I was like, wow, like,
Is it a
do you
homeless
think I'm going to...
individual?
Huh?
Is a homeless individual
No.
on the
Just
train?
a regular nigga.
Regular?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
It
crazy.
Bro, like,
Probably
I
like
would...
at Wall Street.
There's certain streets in, like, New York that you walk down that you just know, and they're just waiting for you. Like, it's a whole download. It's a whole thing. I told him. It's like a whole
Yeah, but
train
what
thing, too.
streets?
Jeez.
What streets?
Damn, it's gonna sound like I be
Like
walking down
Canal
the streets
Street?
because purposely. Well, no, like
Oh.
in Spanish Harlem, like in Manhattan, there's like in First Avenue, on First Avenue, like from like maybe 118th, 119th to
Taking
like
notes.
96. Like they be out there. Like I remember one time I say this. One time this is so weird. I was walking down First Avenue, Spanish Harlem, Manhattan, and this dude was on a bike. It was late. I was coming back from drinking with some friends, and he stopped me. I had my headphones on, and I was like, yeah, because he was like talking and I didn't hear what he was saying. And he was like, yo, like, you want to go in this park and do some shit? And I was like, do what? And he was like, you know, like, da-da-da. He just pulled his dick out, and I was just like, wow.
Yeah,
I
that's
was
really
like,
crazy.
I was like, that's pretty, but no.
Did you say that out loud?
Yeah, I told him.
That's really
I don't
crazy.
care.
Well, you should care because it gives him the incentive to do this again to other people. Because then you're just like, oh, it's like, okay.
No.
It's like dirty niggas that like be on a corner and trying to like talk to every woman. There's that one girl that acknowledges it. It's like now you're going to keep doing it to other niggas.
No,
other women.
because to me, maybe, I don't know. To me, it was just like, I'm a stupid person. I just respond stupidly. Like, I say the craziest shit. I remember I was in your DMs the other day. And I wrote, you posted a picture of you and another guy, and I was like, zaddies. Like, y'all look good. Because it was cute. So I respond like that.
That's what I would say.
It's like, I just respond stupidly. So, like, I was like,
but I feel like I
pretty,
get it.
But no.
I get what you're saying, but I feel like in those circumstances, it's like, I don't know. It feels like it encourages the bad behavior. You feel me?
Okay.
And it's like, it's not your fault, obviously, because they're probably going to do it regardless.
Yeah.
But it's like, once someone gets that battery in their back, they're like, all right, bet. Like, oh, this person just said it was cute. The next person might suck it. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking it. It's really not that deep.
Maybe.
Also,
do you think you get targeted more as a gay dude by just random like down low men?
All the time.
Yeah.
All the time.
targeted in what sense? Like,
because you kind of outwardly expressing you're gay.
what do you mean by targeted?
Like dudes, like a random dude will specifically like walk you down the street, whip your dick out in front of you. Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah, you know,
that's not happening to like every dude on the street. That's,
no, I get it.
So it's happened in both ways. So like targeted when growing up, yes, I was always constantly like, I don't think I mentioned it here, but like I've been jumped, spit on, stabbed, all that.
You mentioned it.
But then growing up and coming into like my body, coming into like I don't give a fuck walking on the street with my beat face and showing my curves. Yes, all that's walking over here. I was like, there's guys that are staring me up and down. They're giving me the eye. They're saying it without saying it. Like, I'm interested to come talk to me. Like, it happens all the time. And I'm not just bugging because I've been through this for so many years that I already know the whole spiel.
Yeah.
So it happens all the time. And yeah, you know, I think because I'm out and I look the way that I look, that I am a target because they're looking for this fantasy. They're looking for this chick with a dick type of energy. Even if I'm not trans, they're still looking for that energy. They're looking for like, I've messed with guys recently that I cut the download thing off. Like, that's not happening anymore. But the last dude that we had a conversation. And literally, he to this day was like, I can't kiss you or I can't do certain things because you have a beard. And there's certain things that kind of like trigger me because of what I've been through. But he loves the fact that there's a dick between my legs and I have a fat ass. Like, it's pretty fucked. It's a whole thing. But yes, to answer your question, absolutely. I'm definitely a target to these men because I am the best of both worlds. Period.
Yeah. Does it bother you, or you just kind of like fuck it at this point?
It bothers me now. Before it didn't, because before I was so into it. Like, I was like,
oh, it was kind of like validating before.
It was like, yeah, I was like, I'm a bad bitch. Like, you trying to talk to me? Like, okay, like, and they obviously, it's like what men do. They feed your fucking ego. They tell you everything up until you're in that bed, and then So before it was like I didn't care. Now because I don't mess with down low men anymore. I don't do any of that shit anymore. I literally get disgusted by it. I'm like, ew. Like, I don't want to mess with you, you fucking bum. Yeah. Most of them are.
No fair enough.
No shade. But it's like, this whole world is crazy. I feel like there needs to be an episode just on this topic. Yeah. Because, bro, I have been through some weird stuff. I've been through the girlfriends calling me. I've been through the girls walking in while I'm in a house and I have to play straight or play like
how do you play
I'm
straight?
A guy. It's hard. I can't even do it. I literally was like, but the crazy thing was
Let me hear it.
You got a dress on, you like still trying to be
I have a joke that with my friends where I call myself Ricardo, but this is the thing, like before I even go into let me hear it, I dress a certain way. I dress a certain way when I know that I don't do it no more. But when I would go to these guys' houses or in their areas, I would put sweatpants on, sweatshirt on, fitted hat, no makeup, none of that. When they would come into my crib, it was beat face, lingerie on, thongs, lace, everything, because I know that that's what they like. And also, it's because I love feeling that feminine part of me. But anyways, when I have to go to these dudes' locations, I would have to dress a certain way. So I remember one time, I was in this dude's house. His girlfriend and his family walked in at the same time. They were going to do their nails. They went to go do the mom, the girlfriend went to go get their nails done. They came in, but I was familiar with the family. I knew them, kind of grew up with them, kind of, and so I had to just jump in that mode of like, okay, let me get dressed real quick.
Pussy prowler.
And they knew I was gay though. Okay. But I played in this certain scenario. I played like I came to visit them because I was best friends with the daughter. Yeah. But the daughter wasn't there. She was away for college. So I was playing this whole like, I came to visit y'all and y'all weren't here, but we were just chilling in the crib. But we definitely came out the bedroom. So it was a whole thing. But they bought it. They bought it because their son was definitely very like you would never see him. He had a girlfriend and you just wouldn't see it in him. It's just so like he was so like street and like masculine and. So I don't think they even got the drift. I think the girlfriend caught something because we came out the room. They were already in the house. We came out the room. But we were dressed. And we were both on like, we're guys. So we literally was like, all right, we have to figure out how to tuck ourselves because we were still going. When we were going like pound town and then a pound town. When we heard the door and then we were like, oh shit. We were literally trying to figure it out. So yeah, it's crazy. I got some crazy stories to y'all. But
still want to hear the voice.
Yeah, I was waiting.
Fuck! No, the voice that's the thing. Like, I just be on some.
It's been a while.
I just be like, yo, what's good? Like, it's weird. It's weird. Like, I can't really do it because because I'm put on the spot, I can't really pick it up. But, like, when I be chilling, especially in the mornings.
Hey, yo, what up?
I was trying to say that Spanish Harlem.
Yo, what up, bruh? Like, it's weird. It's weird.
Okay, like.
No, I don't know. I joke around all the time and
sounds gay.
It still sounds gay. But the thing is, like, that's because I'm put on the spot and my voice is already pitching.
I was trying to be objective here. I was like, let me think about this for a minute. I was like, nah.
I know I just sound gay.
Nah, you good.
But in that scenario, they knew I was gay, so I was lucky. Because if it would have been like, they didn't know me and I would have came out the fucking room, they would have been like, oh, what's up? What's your name? And I would have been like, Richie. They would have been like, hey, yo, what's going on?
Like, yeah, this is crazy right now.
Even though I feel like the girl knew. The girlfriends always know. They always know. And I've had
somebody's going to find out.
I want to hear what the conversations with the girlfriends are like.
Probably like when they call me? Or
when they call you.
I will say, so when I met, for that situation, when the girl walked in that day, it was weird. It was like, I felt it. And she was like, who are you? Like, why? Who are you? And I was
like, I'm the nigga that's blowing your niggas back out fucking crazy. What you talking about out here, man? You see that sweat on his forehead right now? You ain't never seen that shit, little nigga. My bad.
That's what I be wanting to give because it's like he came to me because you obviously not doing something. But my thing is like that situation, it was just mostly like, oh hi, I'm a friend to the family. So I got away with it. But when I get the phone calls, it's hilarious because it's like they'll call and they don't know what to expect. So they're like, hello, and I'm like,
they think they're calling a girl when they're calling.
They're calling a girl. A girl.
So
they think they're calling a girl.
Okay.
So my voice is feminine, right?
Yeah.
I've gotten many calls, and they'll be like, hello, and I'll be like, hello, and they'll be like, hi, what's your name? I already know when they ask my name. I'll be like, you're calling me, so what's up, girl? Like, what's going on? And then I already know. I just be known with the energy. I can feel it in the tone. So, like, I'll just be like, what's up? Like, because if they're asking who I am, I'm like, I'm not going to tell you my name. But anyways, they'll just be like, they'll get to the point. You were on my man's, whatever. And I'd be like, you got the wrong number. If it's like, if I'm trying to protect the guy, depending on the situation. Because if the dick is good and I'm still trying to, But if it's a fucked up situation,
if he was an asshole,
or if I don't give a fuck,
or
or I'm not remembering who it was because I was starting and bopping at one point, I would just be like, oh,
I was sitting on it.
I would just be like, oh,
he got me tripping. Oh,
honestly, it just don't take too much. I just be like, okay, yeah. So you found your me and your man's phone. Okay, yeah. Well. I won't go into it. They know what it is.
I was in your man's phone and I was in your man's butt. So what's up? That's how it go.
Yo.
Fuck, nigga.
Whatever you think it is, it's worse. Like,
Oh, wow.
Nah, that's actually really crazy. Whatever you think it is worse. Because what if she responds and she's like, "You nutted in his butt"?
Yeah.
You just hang up and you're just like,
And it be happening. So
or you gotta have the old school phone. You can flip it and you can really hear the slam on it. Like,
Yo. It's so crazy, honestly.
that is diabolical, man. Imagine
Yo.
finding out you're not gay.
If I was pretty fucked up,
what the fuck was that?
yo, it's crazy. Like if I was really a fucked up person and I would sit there and like really go into shit, they would be traumatized.
What are you about to say? You about to say, imagine you coach your man.
Yeah. I'm a little lit.
Yo.
My bad.
You had like half a cup of wine, bro.
He
I haven't
said he
eaten
was a
since-
lightweight.
I haven't eaten
Yo.
since 2 o'clock.
Same.
No, it's time to cook dinner and have some more shawarma oxtail
Oh my gosh.
or jerk chicken.
Yeah,
my patois.
my life is crazy. I'll say this, and I will say that it will take a whole nother episode. I should definitely come back and talk about like the topic should just be about like men down low, men, all that shit. The experience of a gay man
Okay.
in New York City, because it's wild. It's more wild out here than anywhere else. Honestly.
You know, oh man, I don't remember this guy's name. He's a comedian. He was on Andrew Schultz's podcast, and he was kind of talking about that too. It's like a lot. It's just exhausting.
It's
Was he
very,
gay?
Yeah. Huh?
Was he gay?
Yeah.
It's exhausting. I think that's why I'm at a place where I'm at now.
Yeah.
It's too much.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, dating is relatively hard for everybody. I guess we all just have our different like levels of hard. No pun intended. That was crazy.
Hey, yeah.
Yeah, it's also funny how like everybody in New York just says "ayo." Like,
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? A lot of
really
guys
cool.
tell me that they're like, "You say ayo, like what?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's
I mean, because it's still "ayo." It's
Ayo,
just,
It's
like,
still
pause.
ayo.
because like the
I say
"ayo,"
pause, ayo, no homo all the time.
because that shit is just like you just what you said was just crazy.
Yeah.
It's not that. I mean, yes, it was the fact that it was gay, but it's the fact that you made it that way in the context of a normal conversation.
You know what though? A lot of gay guys from New York do not do that though. I find that it's because there's a certain type of gay men that hang out with straight guys type of thing. I say it all the time. Like I
I
be
thought it was like
with
a deep borough thing. Like, you feel me?
maybe
Yeah.
because that I mean even the people that are from like the Bronx and all that shit, like all the gay guys don't like it. Me
wow.
personally, I
Just
don't care.
funny.
It's just funny to me.
Yeah.
I be with my straight. Honestly, I got more straight guy friends than I have gay men. So I would be like, hey, I fuck with my straight dude friends all the time. They
It's
say
just
wild
funny.
shit, and I'd be like, hey, oh,
Yeah,
that's
the pause
crazy.
game is just funny. I think the pause game is supposed to be funny. It's when you,
Like, it's
you
taken
obviously
too far.
it's when you take it too far. Everything is paused. Like I was listening to Academics. Wanted to hear a music review, and then he was just talking. I forgot what he said, but it was just like every other sentence he was like, pause, no homo, pause, no homo. I'm like, all right, bro, like it's not that serious. Like
You're
relax.
kind of projecting at that point.
But you know what though? I feel like
Yeah.
it comes from a place that someone really is trying to hide something. Like if you're
called
doing it
insecurity.
in a funny way, it's like we see it and we're laughing with you.
Yeah.
But when someone's like really saying it because they're trying to like be like for real on something like no homo, it's like bro, like it's not that serious.
Exactly. It's not that serious.
It's not that serious.
Projecting something. Yeah.
Yeah.
And most of the time, that's what it is.
Let's wrap this up. Because that's gonna turn off in a couple seconds soon.
We got time. Well, where we at? An hour?
Yeah, that turns
Oh,
off
so
in
we
an
in
hour.
an hour. Damn.
Yeah. So yeah, let's just wrap it up. I don't really have anything else I care to talk about. The Cardi B.
Yeah, I feel like we just got started.
I know.
That was fast.
flew by.
Yeah, but that's gonna turn off. Once that turns off, the lighting is just bad. But we can always just recap this another episode too.
Yeah.
Like I said, you're a friend of the show, so you're welcome to come back. Just like Chris is. I gotta hit up Chris again. But yeah, thank you for coming. That was fire. Thank you for the sponsored lip stuff.
Yes, sir, it'll get you some
Yeah.
Yeah.
LocoNinja beauty products.
Period.
What's the name of the website?
LocoNinjaBeauty.com.
Okay, thank you.
And because we're here, any person that watches this show gets 10% off. You can use the code LOCO10.
Loco. 10.
Loco 10.
Yeah, so by the time this airs, I'll have that code set up. So
But yeah, it'll be up tomorrow.
You know where to find them. IG, Loco
I'll set it up.
Ninja.
I'll set it up like in 5 minutes.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, guys. As always, like, share, subscribe. And that is it. Bye.